So you guys ever disliked bugs? Or like cockroaches? Crickets? Hornets? Well, that's okay. I do hate bugs myself. But there was one certain caterpillar that has changed my viewpoint toward these bugs. So today, let me tell you the story of the Grimia tiger moth, Miguel. It was at a 6 a.m. Sunday shift at Publix of stocking the wet wall. For those who do not know what the wet wall is, it's, as the name suggests, a wall that's usually wet, has vegetables on it, sprinkles water. We have these bins filled with vegetables and like these huge refrigerators at like the back room of the stores usually. And apparently this little guy was in it, shivering and curling itself in a defensive position. Before this, I had a huge fear against any bugs.
You know what? It's been a standoff. Fly!
Anyways, I wanted to help. My dream was to always help people. Help anything really. To really prove myself that I actually do want to help people in anything. So I took the leap of faith and I started caring for it. It was during the shift that I put the little guy in this plastic cup, which we use it to prepare the parfaits with. Thankfully, we didn't put Miguel into a parfait. After returning home, I did a little bit of research on caterpillars. Turns out, these guys are very picky eaters. They have this thing called a host plant, which is a plant that a caterpillar chooses to eat. That was the issue. What the heck did the caterpillar eat before getting shipped in the boxes? Thankfully though, my parents have a garden that had plenty of leaves to pick from. We have like a whole pear tree, a peach tree, lettuce, parsley, and other bushes to work with. Day of experimenting foods in enclosures, I kind of realized, well, I do feel bad calling this caterpillar, or little guy. So I decided to name it Miguel. Miguel Diaz, the survivor of fear and pain, survived many times, came up victorious, and greater than he ever was before. There was a lot of symbolism, connection, since this caterpillar was stuck in the refrigerator for who knows how many hours. All I know is that's probably been like more than 2 days. I thought these guys both survived, so I was like, oh, Miguel, I think that's a really good name. For professionals who are wondering, what did you use to prepare? It's okay. Let me tell you guys. It's like this Trader Joe's cracker container thing. I used a wet paper towel and I layered it with a dried paper towel on top to like absorb some of the moisture and mold. I used lettuce and peach leaves as food. There were also pear leaves that I used for Miguel to lay down low just to avoid the sunlight, because these guys don't like direct sunlight apparently. Cleaning Miguel's enclosure was not really an issue actually. Basically, I would clean it every morning and night, refill the lettuce and peach leaves during those cleaning sessions, and everything from there was straightforward. For those who are bothered, I made sure the lid had holes in them. Do not worry, he can breathe perfectly fine. I have to admit, Miguel was pretty good at pooping all over the place. He was doing quite well, better than I expected. Eventually, he transitioned to pupitating.
Am I doing it? You're doing it.
I remember one of my coworkers telling me that some caterpillars died during their cocoon phase because she had like a bunch of caterpillars once, but only at least a few of them actually made it out. I was really scared. I was starting to think maybe the wait was not worth it, but as some say, it was definitely worth the wait. he turned himself into the Grimia tiger moth. It was by far one of the most bizarre looking moths I have ever seen, despite being it very common in the US apparently. I was planning to release Miguel into the wild, but unfortunately his wings were not dried, so he couldn't fly very well. In a drying scenario, you need a little bit of height so you can let the air flow and dry off the wings. So I did expand his enclosure a little bit higher. That way I can have more taller sticks for Miguel to latch onto. And it worked. After a day passed, I saw him flying around for a bit, and that's when I decided, yep, he's getting out of this house. Right now. If he can fly, he'll be perfectly fine. Fine. So I placed the container in the backyard, and I never looked back. I just went back to my computer and never looked back at the container ever again. I think probably the next day or night, he was already gone. This was the story of the Grimia tiger moth Miguel. This has been one of a kind experience for me since I've never taken care of anything before. What's funny is that, referring back to the intro of hating bugs, I actually started liking bugs a bit more. I think it was actually recently. There was a cockroach while I was working. I think it was like 2 days ago, and I managed to save it. I think the important lesson to get from this video is that it's alright to get out of your comfort zone time to time, just to help others. I know there are people out there who are really introverted and want to help others, but they also fear that it may be too embarrassing, too awkward, something like that. It's not so bad. It makes you look different. And I think sometimes we need more people who can really just help others out of genuity instead of just conditioning from other people of saying, oh, helping others is a weakness. Oh, you look stupid if you try to help people. Oh, you look so embarrassing, blah blah blah, or you'll just embarrass yourself. It's not like that. I felt better actually helping little things like a caterpillar and I guess a roach apparently. It feels great. It really does. But yeah, at least that's what I learned from this entire journey. So do take care. Thanks for watching and care for each other.
You like there? I gotta get into your habitat or container. I can tell you don't like the sunlight. Hear me out. I also don't like the sunlight, but I just like the outside, so yeah.